What's the good word, y'all? It's your boy DKB here. I wanted to chat about Braelon Allen, who feels like the early favorite to win the New York Jets running back 2 competition behind Breece Hall. And to be honest, while I'm still an Isaiah Davis fan, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other which one of these two guys wins. I will say there's more advantages to Braelon Allen securing the RB2 role. Realistically speaking, right, 6'1", 240-ish pounds. When you look at him, he looks like he little man's the linebacker room, right? I think C.J. Mosley might be the guy closest in weight to him, and I think he still has him beat by a handful of pounds. So when you think about the fleet foot, right? Not elite speed for his size, but definitely underrated, a guy that has some giddy up to him, but the power that he can bring with you. And one of the things that I've loved is hearing Robert Saleh and other people, speak on him potentially showing a little bit more than what we could have expected in year one. Robert Saleh was saying in a recent press conference, he's a big boy, and you guys can see that up close. He's heavy, very smart, fluid, good out of the backfield, really good in pass protection already for a rookie. Mentioned similar qualities for Isaiah Davis there, right? But the two biggest question marks would have been, can he pass protect to stay on the field in third down situations, and can he catch out of the backfield, right? One of the best situations you can find yourself in as an offensive coordinator is to have two guys that can come out of the backfield and help out, whether that's from a protection standpoint and being overwhelmed with certain matchups, or just giving your QB another option that they can utilize. Is always a huge plus. And then when you bring in the fact that Braelon Allen is going to have a level of success in zone concepts as well as gap power, you feel really good, right? This is one of the most underrated one of the most underrated draft picks for the New York Jets this year. And I know it almost feels like a luxury when on paper you have Breece Hall, you had Izzy prior to the draft, and then, whatever potentially could have been done during free agency. But realistically, this is another guy that feels like he could have bumped up, another round or two if he had the same quality of season as he had 2 before, right? Keep in mind, his last season, he was dealing with a coaching change. It wasn't a favorable scheme for him. Offensive line was going to have some changes ahead of him, right? So you're talking about a guy that put up prior to that back-to-back 1,200-plus yard seasons and 10-plus touchdowns. He's continued to find himself involved in the receiving game at his time in Wisconsin. And so ultimately, this is all great news. And to put it in perspective, how badly we need one of these two guys, whoever it is, to be able to ball out and secure that role. When Breece Hall wasn't on the field last year, we rotated in 3 other running backs, right, between Izzy, Dalvin Cook, and I know I'm missing a name out there that I should recall, but nonetheless, 3 other running backs, and they only accounted for 322 rushing yards, right? Breece himself can eclipse the 2,000 total all-purpose yards by himself, and I would imagine Braelon Allen could probably hit somewhere between 500 to 800. It's really going to depend on the amount of touches he can get overall, but realistically, I'm very excited, right? This is a competition that should have a ton of eyes on it pretty consistently, and now that we're going to get the pads on, we're really going to get a feeling for the running style and how he's been able to adapt to Tony Du's coaching and being able to implement that out on the field. And I'm expecting some highlight reels of him bowling some guys over, right? I wouldn't be surprised to see him knock back a C.J. Mosley or a Quincy, or when you have Tony Allen or Chuck Clark coming up, for there to be some business decisions where they're going for the legs as opposed to laying a hit on the body. So let me know what you guys think. I know there's a ton of you that have been Braelon Allen since the draft, but let me know which way you're leaning. Let me know which way you're leaning and where you think Braelon Allen will succeed the most in training camp. And I'll catch you guys again. Peace.